and say good afternoon, everybody. Big waves out there. My name is Andrea Rosser. I'm honored and excited to help you get started if you're brand new with your journey with PartnerCo. And so that's what this Zoom is about. It's all about let's get started. Let's help everybody get their journey moving here off on the right foot. So I'm going to add just a little bit of detail at the beginning to say that I am going to start this training making some assumptions, but we all what assumptions do. So I'm going to let you know what they are. And if this is not true for you, well, then I'm going to need you to reach out to me after, and we're going to get you up to speed. So the first assumption that I'm going to make is that you already have boards installed on your phone. Second assumption is that you have a team board installed on your phone. So either it's mine, which is a star, or it's $1, or maybe a scale I've heard about. I don't care which one, but that you have team content loaded in your boards. And then 3, you know how to use it. You understand that if you have an iPhone, that you don't even open the boards app, you just go right to your Facebook, you go right wherever, and you use it as a keyboard, just like you would with an emoji. If you have an Android, you know that you've got to do an extra step, but you're comfortable and you understand how to use boards. So that's our first little disclaimer. That's my assumption. And if when you're hearing me, and you're saying, that's not me, I don't know how to do any of that, well, then great. We're going to get you up to speed as well. We're just going to do that more one-on-one. So with that, I'm going to put my phone number in the chat. And if you're saying, oh, I don't know boards, please, after the training, because I'm not going to see it during, well, I might, and it might just distract me. After the training, shoot me a text message and say, hi, with your name. I need help with boards, and we'll schedule something one-on-one to get you up to speed. And now with that, we're going to go ahead and share my screen, and we're going to go ahead and get started with our Getting Started training. So just a little background about me. My name is Andrea. I've already said that, but I've been a part of this gorgeous industry for just shy of 15 years now. And what we have our hands on here with PartnerCo is like nothing I've ever seen before. We're seeing more people win right here with this system than we've ever seen before. So I'm so excited to share it with you. So one of the first things that we want to do is we want to make sure that your Facebook is in professional mode. Why? We know that consistency is key in this business, and that if I'm putting out my content every day, twice a day on these drops, I'm going to get customers, and I'm going to move at least my first 30 boxes in my first 4 Fridays. Now, why is that important? Well, because what does that get you? That gets you to gold and ultimate. That is the pinnacle here that we want to achieve in your first 4 Fridays, because it's going to maximize pay for your business for life. It's going to maximize your new volume bonus. It's going to maximize your match pay. And so we want to do that as quickly as possible. And our goal is in those first 4 Fridays. So one of the ways that we do that is we are consistent, and Facebook makes it really easy for us. If we go to our profile, you click on those 3 little dots, down below, it's going to give you a bunch of options that you can do with your profile. And one of them is turn on professional mode. If you do that, it's going to ask you some questions. It's going to want you maybe to update your profile picture, or, do some other different things. Just carefully follow along with the little tutorial that it's going to give you, and that's going to flip your Facebook into professional mode so you can schedule your posts, which is key here. I'll tell you, I get busy. Any of you guys get busy every once in a while? And I'll forget. And I'm like, oh my gosh, if I had one job here was to post about these drops, and it's been 3 days and I haven't even looked at my Facebook. So this keeps me really consistent on there that I can do that. So we want to make sure that you all have that as well. And then we need some resources. So the way that I look at this is these are the tools in our toolbox. These are the items that we want to make sure that we have in our pocket so that we are set up to go take advantage of this opportunity. So the first one is boards. And we are like a minute in, and I have messaged boards 8,200 times already. So that might give you an idea of how highly I think of this program. It's third party. You can choose to use the free version. You can upgrade. I've upgraded mine because I use it a lot. So I outuse the free version. I could no longer use that. But I highly recommend it. get it installed, get our team board on there, because it is the backbone of the entire system of what we're doing. The next resource is Telegram. Now, this is a one-way communication channel. It's where we tell you what's going on with PartnerCo Nation. So you may have found out about this training on Telegram. You may have learned about the Monday night call on Telegram, different sales that the company does, all kinds of different things. You can find that on Telegram. And that's a one-way communication where we just kind of push out info to you. So you'll have to install the program and then click this link and join that channel. We also have a boosting group on Telegram where you can put your content in there and allow all of us to love on you. We'll talk about that in just a minute. That's a different group that you can find. Where do you think it's going to be on boards? So it's in the resources on boards. The next tool in our tool belt is Circle of Health. This is our product group. This is a customer group. There's no business talk in here. There's no brand partner talk. There's no money talk. There's none of that. This is a group for you, for your team members to join in there as well, and your customers. It's for your prospects. So for me, the minute I hand you a box of drops, I'm adding you to Circle of Health. And I'm going to tell you to make sure to fill in the information so that the people that are managing Circle of Health know that you're connected to me. Okay, so that's a big part about it. Now, keep in mind that this is a group of prospects. Your prospects, my prospects, Diane's prospects, Jerry's prospects. So when we go in there, we're going to treat it that way, right? So we're going to ask our questions in a positive way. We're going to congratulate people. When we answer a question, we're going to be kind. You know, sometimes we can be like, no, that's a dumb question. And we can be a little harsh with people, but we're going to be really gentle and really loving in there because these are our future business partners. Okay, so we want to treat that group sacred, right? Now, next is PartnerCo Nation. Now we're going to treat this group sacred too, but this is all of us. These are all the brand partners. These are the people that are looking to grow with PartnerCo. And a big part of this group is where we celebrate you. And every week we post flyers where we congratulate you on your rank advancements, on hitting gold and ultimate, on moving boxes or growing your team. And we just want to celebrate you. You got the $10,000 savings bonus. And nothing makes me more sad that when I go in there and I go to post a flyer and I go to tag you and I can't find you. I'm like, oh my goodness, you're not even in the group. So please make sure you're in PartnerCo Nation and make sure you're adding your new people in there. We're going to welcome them. We just want them to be a part of our community. And then if they've got questions about the business or they need, well, if they need the number for customer support, they can find it on boards. But they just have any kind of question, they can ask it in there. Again, we're going to ask you to be respectful. There's about 20,000 people in there. So we're going to do our job to be as respectful and kind and all of the good things, right? We're all grown-ups here, but that's what that group's for. I say it's for love. I'm a little mushy. You're going to hear that throughout this whole call, but I want to love on you in there. I want to love on your new brand partners. So make sure you're in there. And then lastly is the PartnerCo Share app. Now this app is from the company and it's going to tell us about the Monday night call. It's got all kinds of training in there. Maybe you don't know how to make a smart link or you need more information about the ingredients or anything like that. You can find all of that on the Share app. Maybe you like my background, right? You can grab that right in the PartnerCo Share app. Just click on tools, go down to events, and you can get all kinds of fun little Zoom backgrounds. There's a lot of really great information here. Quick tip, if you take a screenshot of this picture, then your phone will magically turn all of these things back into links. So you don't have to try to find all this stuff. But we do have all the links also. You can guess it on boards. If you don't have boards, text me. Now the bottom line are some things that we would love for you to plug into. So the top is kind of our tools. The bottom are places to be, okay? Things to do, places to be. So the first one is Coach's Corner. And this is 15 minutes of mindset, 15 minutes of growth, 15 minutes of positivity that we work to do every Monday through Friday from 9 until 9:15. All times are in Central Time, okay? Where we jump on there, we pick a word of the day. Today was tribute. You might know why. And so we walk through a little bit where we go through the definition and what it is and how we can, benefit from that word in our world. We're also going to sing you happy birthday. So if you're on there, let us know your birthday because we want to sing to you, which is the highlight of the entire day. Now, next is the IPA Zoom. And this one starts at 9:15. It runs until about 10. It used to be 30 minutes, but there's so many beautiful people getting on here that it runs a little bit longer now of value. And what I say is this is kind of our Partner Co. cheat code. It's where you can get all the tips and tricks to accelerate the success with your business just by learning from everybody. I'll tell you, the entire system of growth was born using the IPA Zoom. We had some people, on Todd and Ashley Rowland's team down in Florida that were kind of doing some things, and we had some other people doing some things and other people doing some things, and we grabbed all the wisdom and stuck it all together and created this system of growth because of all the wisdom that was shared on the IPA. So if you can't carve out time for anything else, carve out time for that. A lot of times I don't have my earbuds, but like literally you just kind of stick an earbud in, flip your hair up if you've got it, and there, nobody even knows you're on the Zoom, but you can just listen. But what people do is if I make money today, so I go do something today that grows my business, I'm going to get on there tomorrow and I'm going to tell you what it is. Not to brag, but I'm going to say, I sold 10 boxes. This was my post. This is exactly what I said. Here's my name. You can go copy it directly. And so you can go benefit from what we've done. So that's what the IPA Zoom is for. It's run by phenomenal leaders. Great, great event. And then Wednesday Wisdom is a team call. And we kind of do a similar thing, just on a, let's say, a smaller scale, where we kind of pick one person, maybe two people, to go into a little bit more depth. So tonight we've got a gal that just earned her $10,000 savings bonus. She did it in about 34, maybe 35 weeks total with the company, which is phenomenal and lightning fast. And so she's going to go on there and give us tips on how we can go do what she did, right? So that's what Wednesday Wisdom's for. And we would love for you to plug into all of those. So those are kind of our resources. And here is our social launch. Now, this is what we're all going to do in order to promote our business, get these drops out to our network. That's our goal. Why? Because that's what's going to get us to gold and ultimate. It's going to maximize our pay for the lifetime of our company, our time here with Partner Co. So what does it look like? It looks like we're going to post twice a day. We're going to use all of our scripts to respond to people. We're going to add our customers to Circle of Health, and then we're going to follow up with those customers weekly. So our posts, Facebook says the majority of eyeballs are on at 9 and 3. I'm going to add there, let's say that you can't be on 9 and 3. You're like, I'm never there at 9 and 3. I've got to be at work. I'm a school teacher, whatever it may be. Well, then I would say pick 2 times in your day when you can take about 10 minutes before each time frame to go be social on social media. Facebook doesn't just want you to post and run. They get paid by eyeball time. So if you pay a little time on there, they're going to push your post out to more people. So what I recommend is about 10 minutes before you go on, wish people happy birthday. Say cute kid, cute cat, great breakfast. I don't care what you say. Happy anniversary. Go love on people outside of Partner Co. for about 10 minutes before your post. And if you're struggling, maybe you're like me, like all of my besties are part of Partner Co. I've got to go hunt for people outside of Partner Co. So I literally go to my friends. I start with A, I work through Z, and I just pick a letter a week, right? So I just go, look, okay, let's say this week is A. I'm going to just go love on people whose name starts with an A. And, whatever I'm going to say, I'm just going to love on them, right? We're going to go add value in the form of some sort of love out on social media. Do that about 10 minutes before your post. Then you're going to put your post out. I schedule mine. So I just know that I schedule mine personally at 10:15 because I know that's when I can love on people at 10. So mine are scheduled at 10:15 and 3:30 are my 2 times. But then I'm going to go at 10. I'm going to go love on people. My post is going to go off at 10:15. I'm going to go copy it and I'm going to paste it in a boosting group. And there's different boosting groups are on boards. What's a boosting group? Facebook's going to give you the ability to boost your post, but they want money, right? So if you boost with Facebook, they're going to charge you and you're welcome to do that. I don't because I'm cheap. I don't want Facebook to charge me. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to put it in one of the boosting groups and I'm going to say, go love on me, guys. right? Give this post a little bit of love. Now, for payment of that, I'm going to go love on maybe the 10 posts before I post mine, right? Couple posts after, because I want to make sure that I'm giving as much as I'm getting. I don't want to be selfish here, right? So I'm just going to go love on different people and see, what I see there. And that's going to be partner co-people. So I make my post, I go ask for some love, I go love on theirs, and then I comment back to as many people as possible that comment on my post. Now, what do I say? Do I give them all the information on the drops right there? No, 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 no. If somebody asks me about the drops on my post, I'm going to heart their comment and I'm going to reply, hey, lady, I got you, right? I'll fill you in. Oh, I'm going to send you a message. I know you're going to love these, whatever. I'm going to be super cryptic, friendly. I'm not going to, not creepy, but just basic information right there. And then I'm going to use the scripts in Messenger. Now, I will add, most of your posts that you put out on Facebook that are on the Skinny Drops are going to get crickets. People don't want to go on there and say, hey, I'm fluffy. I feel fluffy too. Oh, I have a belly roll like that. I look like a before picture. Like they don't want to do it, right? None of us want to put that information out there. So just realize that there could be a lot of crickets. Most of the action is going to go happen in Messenger. So make sure you're checking Messenger and then use the scripts. I'm going to go back to the post real quick. We have 6 weeks worth of content, and they're designed to build on each other. So what I would recommend is that you start with week 1. And the first post, we would love for it to be your custom post. You do a little selfie. I'm about to do something new. There's a whole example of it right there in boards, but you're putting yourself out to your network, right? They know you. They want to follow you on your journey. And it drops the little, have you been hacked question that sometimes we can get. But people are nosy. They want to know what you're doing. And so they might not say anything, but they're going to watch, right? So the first post will be that custom post. And then day 1 is going to start. You guys will get to know her, if you don't already, the beautiful Kim Gray. And it's a cute little, white outfit. And then this gorgeous pink dress it took place in Tahiti. And then it's going to roll out from there. So each post builds on the previous one. You want to copy the picture and the text. You're going to use boards for that. Again, if you don't know how, let me know. And then the minute somebody buys a box of drops, I'm going to add them to Circle of Health, and I'm going to tag them in Dr. Crystal's video that says, let's get started. I'm going to tell them that it's going to ask them questions in Circle of Health. Make sure that they answer the questions and they put my name for who invited them. Why? That's going to tie them to you, so that when Tina comes back and says, I need some protein shake, is there one that you guys recommend? And everybody says Pure Nourish, Pure Nourish, Pure Nourish. Well, then when they say, okay, I'm going to order it, well, the moderators can say, oh, well, Barbara invited this gal, so Barbara's going to help her with that Pure Nourish. And if she didn't see the message, we might tag her in it, or we might message her and say, hey, Barbara, your gal, Mary Jo, wants some Pure Nourish. So we want to make sure that your people know to put your name so we can connect them with you. And then lastly, we're going to follow up with our customers weekly. And again, I said it was going to be mushy. We're going to love on our customers weekly. So this is our customer flow. And I did a training last week, and they said, what was one thing that you wish you had done better of when you first started this system? I've been following this system for a little over a year, moved well over 500 boxes. I have a lot of brand partners. Like, we've really grown just following this system. The number one thing I wish I'd done a better job with is this, because just today, I wish somebody a happy birthday. Right? I went in there and said, happy birthday. And her last message was me telling her that her drops were on her way, or on their way. And guess who did not follow up? It's been 3 months. I never even checked on her. I'm fired. Right? Because I did not do a good job loving on this gal, helping her get the best results. And I sure as heck did not convert her into a brand partner. I love selling boxes. That's $50 in my pocket. But what I love more is bringing them in the business with me, because that is my linear, or that's my residual. That's the recurring. That's the long-term money. So I want to make sure I'm doing a better job than that. So learn from my mistakes. When you give somebody a box of drops, send them the getting started text. It's all of these texts are in boards except for week 4, and we'll talk about why. But week 1, getting started, they're getting that first script. Now, let's say you're shipping your boxes. I ship most of mine. So I set my first reminder 3 or 4 days when I know that they're going to get their box. Okay. I'm not going to send it early because then there's a good chance they're going to forget or it's going to get lost in the shuffle. And so I want to make sure they have it the day they get their drops. Now I do put a little responsibility on them and I say, hey, tell me when you get these boxes, get your box so I can send you some instructions. So I'm like, hey, you want to know how to use them? You got to let me know. So it's a little cheat right there. And then I'm going to invite them to Circle of Health. And then I set a reminder in my phone. Okay. And you can track all the packages if they enrolled through the company. But I'm talking about here is when I'm personally shipping them, I use Pirate Ship and I can track it there. But I personally set a reminder on my phone and I have them come in first thing in the morning. So I say, hey, Siri, remind me in 1 week to follow up with Marianne at 9 a.m. Thank you. And then she does it, right? She's so good. So then I literally will start my day. You will have 6, 8, 10, I don't know how many, but we're going to tell her to shush because I'm going to be confused. But she reminds me in the morning. I like to do mine in the morning. I jot everybody down and then I will work through that first week follow-up and then second week follow-up, third week follow-up, that kind of thing. Okay. So week 1, I'm going to set them up for success. It's a super generic text message where I'm like, hey, just checking on you, see how these drops are working for you. Now, why am I generic? Because I want them to feel good and okay with asking me a question and not being super positive right then, right? If they're struggling in some way, oh gosh, I keep forgetting to take them. I'm going to give them an answer. Oh gosh, I got a little bit of a headache and so I haven't taken them for a couple of days. I can give them an answer. Oh, I'm having a hard time going potty. Okay, I'm going to give them an answer. Now let's say I don't know the answer. I can use Circle of Health. So I will go search in Circle of Health for whatever it is. And then I'll either tag them in the post that answers it, or I'm going to copy, right? I'm going to copy it and send it over to them, right? So here's what I found, take a screenshot, whatever, but I'm going to answer as many questions as I can on week 1 so that on week 2, they have something to celebrate. Week 2's text is very different. It's very focused on positive. So I'm like, all right, I'm checking in on you. Tell me the win. How are you benefiting from these drops? Give me the good news, right? And people want to make people happy. So they're going to come back with something positive for us. So they'll say, well, I'm sleeping better. I got a little bit more energy. Now, sometimes we'll see this. I only lost whatever the number is. There's always an only in front of it. X amount of pounds, but I'm happy, whatever, right? So then I'm going to send them the congratulations reorder text where I say, congratulations on your win. I'm so excited for you. Doesn't it feel good to feel good, right? Doesn't it feel good to be moving in the right direction? Consistency is key. You're going to want another box of drops before too long. Are you a 1, 2, or 3? 1 being reorder for me for $150. 2, save a little bit of money. Or 3, save and earn. And if they come back with me with a 2 or a 3, which most of them are going to, then I'm going to say, perfect. And I'm going to connect them with someone other than me. So I'm going to say, hey, and it says in there, if you're a 2 or 3, when's best for us to talk, morning, afternoon, or night? And they'll say morning. Okay, perfect. I'm going to call you tomorrow morning. Now I'm going to call them and I'm going to bring my 2x2 person with me. Am I going to tell them that? No. Am I going to make this a big deal? No. Like, why make something awkward if it doesn't have to be awkward? So I'm just going to say, oh my goodness, Lori, so excited for you. You lost 2 pounds. Now you want to see if you can earn a little bit of money. I brought the person that got me started on the drops, Marianne, and she's going to help us walk through just a little bit on, how you can get these drops for cheaper, how you can earn a little bit of money. But first of all, we just wanted to congratulate you. Marianne's going to say, woohoo, you lost 3 pounds, feeling so good. I'm so excited for you. We're going to brag on them for a minute. And then we're going to walk them through the customer conversion slide deck that's on boards. It's going to take 4 minutes. It's not hard. I would say practice with your bestie and just walk through it a little bit so you feel more comfortable. For your first couple ones, you might have the other person walk through the slide deck, but a lot of times I'll bring my 2x2 on, they'll congratulate them, they'll say, Andrea is going to tell you how you can learn a little bit more to save some money, but great work. And my 2x2 jumps off. So they're only on the phone for like a minute, making their life a little bit easier. They can go help somebody else. But as you're new, have them walk through the slide deck with you so that your journey's a little bit easier. Now, let's say that we get to week 3 and either they didn't have a win on week 2, or we couldn't get a hold of them, or whatever. We're going to send them the week 3 text where it's like, you're almost out of drops. Are you ready for another box? They say yes. Then I'm going to send them the 1, 2, 3 reorder script. Same script. I'm going to follow the same process. Now, let's say we make it to week 4. They didn't join the business, right? They didn't say yes on week 2 or 3. Maybe they loved everything about us. They lost all their weight and they're like, I'm done. I don't need any more. Perfect. Congratulations. Stay in Circle of Health. You know, we need those success stories. Be helpful in there. We appreciate you. Maybe they ghosted us. We never heard back from them. They bought a box of drops. We followed up every week and they went into witness protection. We're going to send them a little love on week 4. Hey, lady, thank you for trusting me on these, to get these drops. Hope you're doing great. Hope you loved them. And if you got any questions in the future, just let me know. Maybe they hated everything about us, right? Maybe they said, you know what? I want to have Twinkies and Diet Pepsi every single day. And I think it's nonsense that it's not on the approved food list. I'm going to say, me too. I want that too. Who wouldn't, right? I don't know, but we'll just say, and I'm going to say, you know what? I'm so sorry we didn't quite meet your needs, but stay in Circle Health because maybe you'll learn that one tip trick that makes a difference for you, whatever it may be. But I'm going to leave them on love because we never know what's going to happen. I've had multiple people that truly hated everything about us. Like they just weren't ready, right? But they hated everything. They came back and then they had success on the program. I'll tell you, I cringed when each of them came back. So I'm like, you hated us. Like, why? Why are you calling me again? But they did, and they had success the second time around. So, and then even the third time around. So that's it for our customer flow. See if I can get down here. I'm going to go ahead and stop my screen. I'm going to stop the recording.